Hello everybody, this is Promise Togbala and I'm really happy and excited that you're watching this particular video. In this video we'll be examining one thing I consider to be an important player in the kind of behavior that you eventually manifest. Now, after the end of World War II, the whole world got to know about the atrocities that Nazi Germany did to the Jews. I mean, we're talking about concentration camps, we're talking about the Holocaust. And a lot of people that were not Germans started thinking that the German people that were not part of the war, that were not on the battlefront, by this I mean the civilians, why were the German civilians not doing anything about the concentration camps or the treatment that was done against the Jews during World War II? And for this reason, a lot of people that were outside of Germany, a lot of people as far away as in America, started looking at Germans as people that were inherently wicked. An American researcher by the name Stanley Milgram wanted to examine that, were Germans really wicked, or what happened was a function of human nature and circumstance or the environment. So Stanley Milgram did a very simple experiment. He got a participant, he got a colleague who would stand in as a learner. He told the participant to teach the learner word pairs. Very simple, right? However, in the case that the learner missed a question or missed a pair, the participant was instructed to push a button that would shock the learner. Now, unknown to the participant, the learner was not wired, and anytime the participant pushed a button to shock the learner, it was a pre-recorded audio of the learner in pain that was played. All these aspects of the experiment wasn't revealed to the participants. And it was interesting to note that participants, in spite of the pain, in spite of the shouting that they got when they pressed the button, none of the participants stopped until they had supposedly shocked the learner up to 300 volts of electricity, which will kill a man. So Milgram's experiment proved just one thing, that people have a tendency to commit evil. And it wasn't a function of the nationality they came from, it was a function of the circumstances or the environment at that point in time. So it wasn't as if the Germans were inherently wicked people. It wasn't as if the Americans were inherently wicked people. The main fact was that the circumstance, the environment dictated the kind of behavior that those people carried out. So people that were blaming the civilians, that's the German civilians, for being wicked or for not acting differently during the Holocaust, were not considering the fact that they themselves that were pointing fingers could have acted in the same way if they were exposed to that particular situation. Now, this tendency to blame people's behaviors on their characters or their personalities without acknowledging the environmental context or the environmental situation is referred to as the fundamental attribution error. And when the fundamental attribution error is at play, we tend to overplay personality at the expense of underplaying the situation or the environment. So why am I telling you this? If you want to improve your behavior, you cannot afford to downplay the power that the environment plays in determining your behavior. In fact, environment is so important that one of the first responsibilities that was given to man, according to the biblical account of the creation story, is that man was mandated to tend and keep the garden. By implication, that means tend and keep the environment. That means, by implication, design the environment, tailor the environment to a particular purpose. If you really want to improve your behavior, if you really want to improve your life, if you really want to improve your productivity, if you really want to be a master at environmental design, you need to be a master at creating your environment to help you attain your goals. So, as an example, if you want to lose weight, you cannot afford to be buying junk food, stocking your fridge with chips and all the junk of the earth. Instead, You need to spend more money, you need to spend more time eating veggies, eating fruits, eating healthier foods. Let that be in your car, let that be in your fridge, let that be in your cupboard, let that be everywhere you turn your face to. If you want to improve your sleep, you need to learn how to design your environment by keeping electronic gadgets such as your phone, your computer, keeping that away from your bed. If you want to be more productive and don't want to be constantly checking your email or constantly checking social media, there are apps called app blockers. Personally, I use an app blocker called Code Turkey, which prevents me from accessing any website when I'm meant to be working. You can do the same thing for yourself. You can install that on your phone, you can install that on your computer, and when you do this, it immediately frees up more time for you to do the needful. You see, when you're deliberate with environmental design, when you're deliberate with designing your environment to help you attain a particular goal, you find yourself that you are going to dramatically improve your life automatically. So, environmental design is one way to improve your life. Environmental design is one way to fulfill your potential. But if you want to 10x your results, you need to get my latest book, Mastering the Art of Observation, Timeless Principles for Crystallizing Every Single Potential that is embedded within and around you. And I trust you, I promise you that once you get this book, your life would never ever remain the same. And you'll be able to materialize and manifest your true potential. So thanks for watching this video. Get the book, the link is in the description, and see you in the next video.